družstvo. Je to, jak už jste slyšeli, družstvo z Lublaně. Lublaňská střední škola je střední strokovná i poklicná škola. A pánové si připravili svoji prezentaci, kterou jsem rozdala na krátké anotaci. Je to ta druhá anotace v pořadí. Odborné porotě jsem to tam i upravila, že jsou to ti, co prezentují dnes. Tato škola se zúčastňuje projektu ENERSOL letos poprvé. Já pánu předávám slovo.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to talk about saving energy. So basically, what is energy? Energy is basically what is all around us. For example, if you move a chair, it's a result of energy. If you breathe or do anything with your body, it's a result of energy. So we won't talk about that. On the slide, we can see a very crude definition of what energy actually means, but we're going to the maximum with this one. We're talking about solar energy, we're talking about electricity, we're basically talking about everything. So let's get back in the old days. For some of us, the old days aren't that far away, but the main point of this is to actually see how much the technological advance has an impact on the most popular household items, such as the television, computer, and the air conditioner. Basically, all of these items have a predecessor, a very clean and technologically advanced one. This is some basic facts on to what level we've come with our energy, with the pollution we have caused by not being energetically aware. So these are the most basic solutions. I hope we're all aware of this one, but we've come already here, so we can make it sure that these are one. For example, these are quite humorous ones. For example, chilling the bus. It doesn't mean that you have to relax in the bus. It means that pick a public transportation instead getting into your car and polluting our earth some more. It's quite obvious, to be honest. Get romantic, that doesn't mean get romantic, but it has a much deeper meaning. For example, if you're at night, light a candle, don't turn on the lights. It's the same purpose all around. Okay, the bulbs. I think we all know what the bulb is. Basically, this is a quite crude comparison between an ordinary bulb and an energy-saving bulb. You can see some random facts about them both. Basically, all you need to know is this. The energy-saving bulb is actually much expensive than the ordinary bulb, on the short term, of course. In the longer term, it has a lifespan of 15,000 hours. Basically, what it means is that it actually removes the routine scheduled exchangement of the ordinary bulbs, the roundhouse. Since we're talking about the household, let's go take a look at the basic house. The roundhouse has been known for a long time that it's basically really energy saving. For example, it saves light. It's a round house. If you can imagine that there's a room in your house that it's really dark, and in a round house you don't actually have to turn on the light in that room, because it's mainly, the round house has all the rooms lit up all day from sunrise to sundown. And it's an easier access. Basically, it's a round house. What can you do? For example, in an ordinary four-angle house, it takes like 4 minutes just to visit your grandma who's living 2 stories below you. And it's sitting in space. The house insulation, this is pretty basic. The heat is escaping. You need to isolate your house. Where you can actually save your money, like if you're isolating it now, you will save it in time, since if you're kind of letting on your heater for the house, like for example for 3 hours, then the house will be like warm for 3 days. So basically, at the beginning, you don't actually have a warm, you don't actually profit that much. In the long term, you profit a lot. Save heat. This is quite basic, as this is our whole presentation. When you go to a shower, when you have to shower, this is quite a problem for all of us. Don't let the water running all the time when you're just looking at the ceiling, just meditating. Don't let the water running. It takes a lot of heat. It's very energy consuming, and it's kind of stupid if you ask me. Photovoltaic. On our trip here from Slovenia, we've witnessed a lot of photovoltaic technology around the Republic of Czech. There are a lot of these sun collectors already here, so I believe it's quite obvious here that the people here know what they're doing. So basically, in Latin, photovoltaic comes from photos and voltaic, which means light and electricity, so go figure, it's a scientific term. This solar chimney. I don't know how much you're familiar with this, but this is like an upside-down cone, which has these solar collectors all around it, which heat it up and then press the warm air from inside of it through the chimney up. Well, basically it's kind of the same like a solar collector, only that it's much larger and it has a lot of potential for actually saving energy and producing it. And the wind generator. This is probably, in my opinion, the most eco-friendly generator from them all. Basically, in a home in Slovenia, there isn't exactly like a lot of these wind generators or the wind turbines. Basically, because the green guys think it will hurt the birds. I can't exactly disagree on that one, but in my opinion, honestly, this is one of the best energy-producing generators in the world.
Mostly used energy-consuming items in households are heating oil, natural gas and firewood. More and more households are thinking on purchasing a heat pump because we spend 30 to 50 less energy for same temperature in house. How does the heat pump work? It works the same as refrigerator and air conditioner. First, a compressor cylinder pumps coolant into a pipe. Then a coolant comes to special pistol which blasts it to the environment as a steam. That steam cools down and absorbs a heat from the environment. Compressor cylinder then pump coolant into another pipe, and where high pressure liquefies and warm coolant up. The hot liquid turns back to the pump and the whole process repeats again. LED technology. The lifespan of LED light is 7 times longer than the lifespan of a saving energy bulb. The LED bulb convert only 20% energy to heat, and if we compare it to an ordinary bulb, that means 4 times less heat consumption. And extremely long lifespan of LED light can destroy a changing routine of ordinary bulbs. Saving energy with food. The best way to save energy with food is to cultivate it at home. The food which is grown in home country should not be exported to abroad. Why? Because we don't spend as much fuel and the food isn't treated with chemicals for the longer expiration date. Fuel consumption. If we compare these two cars, we see that Hyundai is 1 time cheaper and friendly to environment than Land Rover, so we should not drive with heavy cars. The solar boat. The biggest solar boat was invented in Germany by Knirim. It is all covered by photovoltaic panels. Average speed of it is 7.5 knots and it doesn't need to stop for 15 days. Green Line 33. The hybrid produced in Slovenia sails on electric and diesel engine. On roof it has solar collectors which produce enough energy for 4.5 km/h fast sail. You can use all home devices on this boat because energy network on it is 220 volts. Speed of it is 24.3 kilometers per hour with 3,300 rotates per minute. And it is very aerodynamically shaped, which means less fuel consumption. Piggyback system. The piggyback system is a system where a truck or container is loaded to train. This system is safer, faster and cleaner because we avoid traffic jams and massive air pollution. The bike. The bike is the best transport vehicle because we exercise on it, we chill out in nature and we don't pollute air. More people should drive with bike to job or to school or to shop. Now we will show you a video about saving energy in traffic.